Hi everybody. Most of you know me. I'm Cindy with See Your Beauty, Mascara Beauty by Cindy, and this is my very first video tutorial. So wish me luck, but this is gonna be a basic application using your brand new customized palette compact here with your highlights, your two highlights, contour, and a lip and cheek shade using the blush and bronzer brush, which is a great brush to start with that you can do your whole face with, and then upgrade to all of our other amazing brushes later. So a quick rundown: when you first get color matched, you are going to be color matched based on your two shades of your face, your lightest shade and your darkest shade of your face, by a mascara artist, myself or somebody else, hopefully me. And you're gonna get those two shades, and you're probably gonna see them in your tin and think, oh wow, those aren't really the color of my skin, but I promise you, our artists are amazing, and we will get your color right. So you have a dark highlight, which is sort of like your all over color. You'll have a brightening highlight, which is for the pie shape, the center of your face, where you really want the light to shine on your face. You'll have a contour color, which looks a little dark and scary in the compact, but I promise you, everything is so creamy and blendable. It is not scary. It's so easy to use. And then you can pick a lip and cheek color that complements your skin tone or your favorite lip and cheek color to wear. So this one is Desert Sunset, and it's one of my go-to colors. So before I got started, I washed my face. I use a moisturizer. I let that settle into my skin, and then I also prime my face. So I have large pores and some fine lines, so I like to make sure that my face is primed before I get started, okay? And we can talk about those extra things later. We're just gonna try to get through this really quick so you guys can watch and know how to get started with your initial mascara products. Okay, so with this compact, once you get it, you can either apply with the brush, or there's this hack called this Cheetah hack, which is applying this with your finger, which I highly recommend. I'm going to show you kind of a mix of those two ways, because I like to use my finger because I have a chubby face, and I like to be able to feel my cheekbone, which isn't very prominent when I'm applying my contour. And I like that this lets me not put too much on. So I'm gonna start with my dark highlight. Your dark highlight color goes, start here. What I do is just kind of dab, and then I'm gonna put it in the middle of your face. I also have some melasma, which is like dark skin on my face. So I like to color those, cover those. So you may not use those way up there on your face, but I'm trying to cover some darker skin on my face. And then it's gonna blend in really nice. It's gonna help with like the reddish tone. Then you also kind of go right above your jaw, like down your face, because you're gonna do your contour here in the middle. So along your jaw, and then down your nose, but you're also gonna put some of your lighter color here as well. So, all right, so basically, if you drew a triangle, this would be your triangle. Again, I use these up here and here because I have some dark skin that I need to color. Then you're gonna go in with your lightning shade, your brightest highlight, and kind of go in between, and you really want that brighter highlight right there. You want your brightening under your eyes. You're gonna want it down your nose. You wanna contour the nose. I'm gonna put some here and some here on my chin, okay? Because you really want the light drawn in there. So I can even go a little bit more over here too, okay? All right, so you start to look a little crazy with this, but it's all right. I meant to bring a towel because I'm using my fingers. So then you're gonna use your contour color, and you're gonna contour your basically all around the outer portion of your face and your cheekbones and under your jawline. So you're kind of gonna draw a little bit under your jaw, and that's going to, you're gonna blend that down into your neck, and that's gonna kind of give the illusion of like a thinner face. Who doesn't want that? Now for your cheekbone, you wanna feel for your cheekbone, and then you just wanna kind of follow it to about the corner to middle of your eye. So I kind of swipe there, and if you aren't sure, kind of go a little higher. You're gonna blend it upward, but you don't want it too low on your face. So kind of looks like Indian war paint, right? So you can kind of dab in there, okay? So kind of find those cheekbones, right? Then you're also going to put the compact down because I have to move my hair. So you're gonna kind of want to blend it into your hairline as well. And I just kind of go dab it around, dab, 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 dab. And again, I have those dark spots on my skin right there. So that's just to kind of lighten those for me. What I love is that you can use some of the lighter, some of the contours, the highlights, I'm sorry, can reduce redness, can reduce dark circles, it can mask blemishes, it can, you know, cover melasma. It's great for all sorts of things. So lots of stuff. All right, and then the last part to contour is the nose. I like to use my finger. I also like to use a small tip brush. So like your, you can use like your eyebrow brush. So you kind of start at your eyebrow and draw it in. And I go really light-handed because if I get it too wide, it makes my nose wider, and I don't want a wider nose, I want a thinner nose. So I'm gonna draw that, and then you kind of make it meet in a point at the end. Okay, so you look a little cray, but I promise we're gonna blend all that baby in. All right, so then last but not least is your cheek color, which I'm using Desert Sunset. And what you do is just kind of find the apple of your cheek. And you can also do this at the end if you want to save that step for last, because you can add more or less. Totally blendable though, so you'll see. All right, so then we are going to, hold on, let me wipe that off. We're going to use the blush and bronzer brush. This is you want to use the dense end, the smaller dense end, and you can use it kind of like in a stippling motion. And this is going to be to blend it in and give you a really light coverage. And then while you're doing that, you can kind of swipe, especially right here under the contour. I saved that dark part, the contour, kind of for last. But this stippling motion is really good. It gives you a nice, light, blended. Look how pretty that blends in. And then on your jawline, you want to kind of blend that down. That'll kind of give that shade there, so that way you don't have too many chins, right? All right, I saved my nose contour for last. I kind of like to do my eyes. Now the detail hack, or actually is it the 30-second hack? I gotta look, I get my brushes confused. It's really good for around the eyes because it's a little smaller and you use that little swipe up there. So that's better for right here under the eyes. So if you have that brush, that one's really good for the little fine details on your face and giving you that a little bit of the eye lift. All right, I'm gonna go up here, just kind of give it a little dun, 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 dun. All right, so I'm gonna kind of blend like this. You wanna keep it, the contour is, I'm kind of sparingly. I'm not very heavy-handed with it because I'm still learning the contour. Oh, look at that, that looks good already, right? All right, so with this, kind of the same thing. You wanna blend up. So I kind of swirl upward. Can you swipe a little? Swirl up. You want that color to blend up, and then you can blend your blush down into it. And then I'll show you, if you get your contour too low, you can come back in with, looks good, right? You can come back in with your highlight. I'll blend that blush into it. So we're gonna swipe up. There we go. And you can blend your blush down into it. Now I had already done my eyebrows and some eyeshadow to start. We can do eyes later. This is just to show you full coverage. So then I want to make sure I get the side of my nose, and then I stipple down the nose because you really want that contour contrast, or I'm sorry, that highlight contrast down your nose. So you want to keep that like bright, and you can still see those lines, but how I blended them in nice. Give it a little stippling. Stipple, stipple. All right, hair on my forehead. Oh my gosh, I did this whole thing on my phone. I'm so proud of myself. All right, so look there. What do you guys think? Just gotta put my lips on, blend that in. Now, if you feel like you got your contour too low, what's really easy to do is take your highlight. Like if I feel like, okay, right there, it looks a little dark. So just take my highlight and kind of brighten that up underneath it, right? How awesome is that? Now, I also have to set my face, so I just got the Vanilla Dust and this Perfector sponge I'm really excited about. I'm gonna put my lips on. So I got the Perfector sponge and the Vanilla Dust, so I'm gonna set my face with that. Nicole recommended setting spray first and then the powder. So for those of us, especially here in the humid heat of Florida, oh, I gotta show you another trick, one of my favorite tricks. I put my lips on. Okay, this is Desert Sunset. Kind of my go-to, kind of a nude, neutral, pinky nude. And let me show you my little trick, which I don't have. Shoot, I didn't bring the brush out, but if you take, let me see if I can do it with my finger. If you take a little bit of contour, there we go, right there to that lower lip, right there, like almost like you're lining your bottom lip with it. Look how full my bottom lip looks now. Then I'll also use my illuminator, which I did bring. Let me show you that. My illuminator I love, and you can use your illuminator on, oops, wrong brush, hold on. So I don't have my, okay, so illuminator, this was just a little square compact. Normally I have my lips in here and I keep these in my bag, but I moved the illuminator over so I could show you the quad with a lip and your highlights and contour. So just swipe into that illuminator. This is a powder illuminator, so use it very sparingly because it's very full, it's a lot of bling, but look at that. Woo! Now I can blend that out with the full part of the brush. So if I blend that out, if I take this part and I kind of just give it a little, but those cheekbones, you can see I was a little heavy-handed on that side, but look, it's like that sun will catch you and give you that sparkle. And I also used to like to use a little dab of it right here at the lip and make that lip sparkle. What do you guys think? So there you go. That was 12 minutes while I was talking first time. So now all I need to do is go in and set it. So setting spray and setting powder. And then if you have anything you want to blend out, you can keep blending. You can make as much coverage or as little coverage as you want. You can keep blending. You can use, but there you go. That's the whole face with the blush and bronzer brush. My very first application video that I'm done. I'm ready to go. And I think it came out pretty good. What do you guys think? I'd already done my eyes. We will get into eyes later. We're just focusing on these beautiful faces right now. So I hope you guys love it. All right. First video done. Yay. See you guys later.